I believe.
YaBro believes that confidential is iBoogie, who is high tech, right?
No, 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 no. I thought that iReezon was high tech or
Oh,
iBoogie,
okay. No, but I
but
think iReezon is
now we
Taker.
know that iReezon is Taker.
But yeah. So it's confidential versus Taker,
Yes.
supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very hard to say if all these people have like. I mean, they don't have only one Smurf account. They all have like 5 Smurf accounts.
How many Smurf accounts did you have, YaBro? Time to admit
I
guilt.
did. I did have. I think I had 2 Smurf accounts. I
No, you
believe,
had
but
more than that. I've seen like 3 of them.
no. I mean, the reloads account, that was not my account. That was a account of a friend.
Oh, okay.
And um, wait, one was called Soilar Z, but I didn't play for too long on that account.
Right.
And
So
what's another one? I don't
take
know.
Taker very much won this center tier 1 fight. In case anyone was confused about that point.
Yeah, we just basically didn't talk a single thing about that tier 1 fight.
Yeah, I mean they can see what's going on.
Okay, and Confidential plays a face tower,
Right.
which is I wouldn't recommend you to play face tower versus fire tier 1.
I also would not recommend that. Every
I
now and
mean,
then it can be annoying in like a clipping situation. Maybe on Uro or sometimes Waz high phase towers can be okay.
yeah,
Um,
but not versus fire.
I mean even versus fire, they're I don't think they're the strongest option, but they sort of work. Um, Here, I think this phase tower is just straight up a defense, which is kind of silly because Taker can just attack right here instead.
Yeah. Yeah, but he can port the face tower up there, so it may reach the ranged units that attack that well. So
Yeah,
it's a okay defense tower, but now it's basically nothing than bond power.
right. But Taker's also got 120 extra power bound, so it's okay. And they're doing a little footsies here. Um, a nasty would be bad even if it did kill everything, because it would like spend more power that you want to use in tier 2 instead of in tier 1.
Yeah, if that nasty would have killed all units, it would definitely have been worth it, but
You think so?
yeah. Yeah, because he has to waste way more power now to defend that attack, and he's not playing anything. Yeah. Sometimes, just sometimes, um, something like an aura of corruption is good, even if you don't have the power to kill the units in the aura and they get out of it, because it's like a very, very long-lasting CC.
Yeah.
And some decks like Shadow Frost, or not really pure Shadow, but Shadow Frost has a very easy time defending with high energy levels. So if you're a Shadow Frost player and you have 250 power to defend, you will most likely defend an attack which has like 350 power.
hmm
So it's not always about playing everything efficiently,
Right.
but you should.
Yeah, so a big parts of Battleforge is realizing which phases of the game are you stronger at than your opponent's faction,
Yeah.
and factoring that into your strategy. Like,
With Pure Shadow has a very hard time versus Fire Nature if Fire Nature has high energy level. So that was not that good. I mean, yeah. It's basically a Fire Nature player will most of the time focus your buildings, your monument or your wells.
mhm,
So if you play Shadow Mage and he will respond with an Oink, he just played a spell that is basically costs more than your Shadow Mage. But on a high energy level, when your opponent has Lava Field, that's one thing we talked about earlier, that Shadow Mages have actually 450 health, and Lava Field deals 440 damage.
mhm.
But since Shadow Mage loses health with when it shoots, so it can't attack anymore.
Yeah.
So if they are able to get up their lava field, if they have a high energy level, you will basically have a extremely hard time with pure shadow in defense. So
this is very close to dropping, actually.
yeah, it will drop.
Yeah.
Because Taker just wasted so much power in dropping that orb. He should have just...
He didn't drop it, yeah.
Yeah, he could have kicked 2 wells with the power he spent on kicking that orb.
Well, there weren't 2 wells. Actually, there were 2 wells to kick. Okay, yeah, good point. And this is very close to dropping. There's a Nightcrawler coming in. I was gonna say you should spawn a Dark Elf Assassins in the roots so that it hits this. And I would not be super surprised to see an eruption if he thought he could kill it. Alright, yeah, this well drops. I feel like...
Okay, that nasty was unnecessary,
yeah,
but...
I was gonna I feel like that was like the most unnecessary nasty ever. Like...
Yeah, maybe he was not certain and he tried to do it that way. Okay,
yeah,
that
and
was
life weaving
actually
on Shadow Mage
very good.
I'm not even gonna defend Confidential, that was just kind of bad.
Yeah, it was very good from Taker. I don't think that it would have one-hitted the Skyfire Drake, but because I think that the Shadow Mage needs 2 shots, but I'm actually not sure if it's exactly splitting the health in half or dealing a bit more damage. No, it has to be more. It has to be more. So he would have kicked that. Yeah. So that was good from Taker.
Oh, oinking?
Yeah, because if that Skyfire Drake would have survived that shot from the Shadow Mage,
yeah,
there was no need to oink that Shadow Mage, because he couldn't have known that he would play Life Weaving on the Shadow Mage, because no one would have played Life Weaving on a Shadow Mage there. But so that was good from Taker.
Yes.
Those are some things. That's one of the reasons why you should play with one main deck, because when you play very long time with one deck, you will know what this deck is able to hold off versus other factions. For example, Taker is attacking with 2 Burrowers, but when you attack versus Pure Shadow with Burrowers, with more than one Burrower and 1 spot, you should place the Burrowers not next to each other, but turn them around. I mean, you know what I mean?
Spread them apart?
Yeah, but not do split attacks, but attack from 2 sides. Attack the well from 2 sides, so that the Shadow Mage knockback won't hit both of them.
Right. So I want to comment on something that happened here. So I paused.
Oh, and I thought my screen would have frozen again and was just starting to pretend I can't see anything.
No, I paused. So what happened is that Taker had these 2 Burrowers and Confidential spawned a Shadow Mage. And Taker erupted the Shadow Mage instead of oinking it. So, oink costs less, but there's 2 reasons why you would want to do that. For one, the eruption damages the well, and it doesn't kill the Shadow Mage, but it makes it so the Shadow Mage can't really shoot. And it also damages the well. The more important thing is that if you oink, that oink goes on cooldown, and so you can erupt first, and then after he spawns like a second unit, then you can erupt that. But for instance, if somebody spawns 1 Shadow Mage and then you oink him, then he can spawn like 2 Shadow Mages, and you can't erupt them both. So, just wanted to point out why he would erupt first and then oink, even though oink is the cheaper option.
But if you erupt a Shadow Mage, it can still get off 1 shot, right?
It depends.
I think it can. I think it can. Yeah, it can do 1 more shot.
Yeah, maybe 1. Looks like a failed nether warp there.
And I think, yeah, he plays the green nether warp, right?
He plays the blue one, actually.
The blue one, okay.
Walk speed.
Yeah, so that's good.
You like that one better?
When I played Pure Shadow on my Twink account,
Hmm.
this Solar Z account, I played the blue one simply because I couldn't afford the green one.
Okay.
No, but I like it better because it's the defensive version of that spell. And
Mhm.
I feel like that Shadow Mage with Nether Warp is a very high risk tactic. So
Yeah.
it can very easily get punished if you misinterpret, if you read the situation wrong. Yeah.
Right. Um, for instance, like it doesn't matter how many shadow mages you are. Uh, one lava field will kill them all. You just wait until they get one shot off, and then you lava field, and they all die.
Yeah.
So yes, you'll drop wells super fast, but um,
Oh, so he does play both Nether Warps. Okay.
yeah, I've seen a lot of players also do that
Okay, that's interesting.
because right, one nether warp is very strong for defense, and then the other nether warp is very strong for offense.
Yeah, that's fine actually. I think
Mhm.
yeah, saving a spot for one attack option is always fine, but
Yeah, I feel like Netherwarp is probably the only card that you'll see players take both affinities in their PvP deck.
yeah, you could be right.
Like I think people do that for Lost Souls and PvE, but that's just because they want more charges.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe if I look up the cards I can find something, but
That's
right now
true.
I really can't think of anything.
There's like Netherwarps
So
all over the place. And
he
this
should
Drake,
nasty his Dark Elf Assassins now.
he should.
Yeah, that to kill
That's,
the Drake.
yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, he should have done that because now this is gonna die.
Yeah. But the very moment when that hurricane came in, he should have nastied his units. So that the Drake, because the Drake got off like 6 hits or
Yeah.
7 hits, and then the Burrow came in. I mean, the nasty will deal damage to your own building, but it won't deal as much damage as the Drake did there.
Hmm.
And also, it won't need to be focused down with the other squad. So that would have gotten
Yeah. Oh, there's a
would have
harvester.
killed her.
Also, Confidential has a well more than Taker does.
Okay, and he played
Interestingly.
the blue one right now. Yeah, he played the blue one.
Keeping track of which Netherwarp was played.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's a pretty good idea, because I always ran out of... I couldn't play Nether Warp because of the cooldown when I attacked with Harvester, so that may be worth it, but for that I think that I couldn't use Corpse Explosion, and Corpse Explosion was just like the reason I started playing Pure Shadow.
Right. Corpse Explosion is so great. Okay, Confidential takes this well here in like an aggressive position so that if iReezon takes something, he's going to try really hard to build something. Ooh, and the Nasty takes it.
Oh, very good nasty. So I'm not sure if he intended to do that, but
Okay, please. Can you see YaBro0?
what?
He just took 4 wells at once and the replay ends.
Yeah, that's actually fine.
It's just like super disrespectful. I don't know. That's what that is. That's disrespect. I'm gonna spend my 400 power to take 4 wells because you have nothing. And instead of using that 400 power to go tier 3 and overwhelm you, I'm just gonna take 4 wells.
Yeah.
Alright,
I mean...
thank you guys for watching.